And just like that, it begins anew. We only got a measly 135 episodes out of the base game, so let's hope they step it up for the DLC. And I think I'm gonna be resetting the episode count for these. It would be kind of fun to just keep adding to the number, but I do think it makes a bit more sense to just, do. We're gonna be doing Orpheus Ascending, Episode 1, and that's its own series, because I assume, anyway, that all of these DLCs are pretty standalone, it's a story in and of itself, it doesn't keep going with each one. I don't know, we'll have to see. I don't know, anything about them, other than the alleged difficulty level, which, like I've said, kind of concerns me. We'll see how things go. But yeah, I mean, let's just check it out. Let's hop in. Orpheus Ascending. Take your brain for a ride. I love that. Through the laser grid and explore the philosophy of love, death, and resurrection with Hypatia and Sarabai. Sarabai? I always forget. The classic laser mechanic of the series are pushed to the limit in unexpected ways, testing your ability to think differently. Oh boy. Yeah, that already sounds concerning to me, because the lasers are definitely, the thing I have the hardest time wrapping my head around, specific connector positions and laser sightlines and blocking lasers to let others pass and, setting up sequences that end up working. I don't know, I'm a little concerned. I'm very concerned, but let's see how this goes. If a thing loves, it is infinite. I don't know if that checks out, really. Where's your proof? If nothing else, surely I can just appreciate the vibes, the atmosphere, the visuals, and the story. Even if it turns out these puzzles are not for me, but hopefully they are. What's going on here? Are we gonna be, ambiguous?
Alright, I think that's it. The new body's ready for the transfer. How's the reassembly algorithm?
Done.
Well then, somebody just needs to go in there and disentangle the data. Ah, and here comes our expert.
I'm just wandering around aimlessly every day, huh? Looking for something to do.
Thank you for agreeing to this one, Kay. Perhaps together we can right an old wrong. When I was lost in my own grief, I spent a lot of time thinking about Hypatia and Sarabai.
Okay.
How they found each other, how they lost each other, and how beautiful it would be if we could reunite them. For the longest time, it was only a daydream, but not anymore. In the myth of Orpheus, the ancient bard descends into the Underworld to bring back his beloved wife, who died in a tragic accident. With the power of his music, he convinces Hades and Persephone to free her. But he is told that she must walk behind him, and he must not look back at her until they have left the Underworld. And so, of course, in every version of the myth, he looks back. Because he doesn't trust the gods, or because he is an imperfect man, or because he simply forgets. And death is triumphant once again. We've accepted that triumph for a long time, because we had to, because what else could we do? But the world changes, and we are not the frightened, powerless creatures we once were. Perhaps it's time to say enough, and let Orpheus complete his ascent.
So I'm Orpheus in this context, huh? I'm a little confused by the whole megastructure thing. So, I mean, that definitely, confirms it's, after the end of the main game, of course. But also just, I don't know,
You will have to collect all of Sarabai's data fragments so that we can reconstruct her personality. I'll monitor you from here, just like last time.
Good luck, kiddo.
Okay, thanks. Can I talk now? Can't say I completely remember exactly who Hypatia and Sarabai, whatever, were. Like, I know the scientist working for Drennan, or with Drennan, but the one that was, like, one of the citizens, I don't quite remember, like, what they had to do with each other and what their story was. But, I mean, I guess we'll maybe find out more, like, as we re-explore it here. But, I mean, with a mega structure, I guess, like... I guess either ending, like, whichever ending you choose, it still makes sense that they eventually, like, use it in some way, or, like, you know, they were just there doing experiments. I guess even if they shut down the full megastructure, or just let it sit there. Well, what else was it? Like, shut it down, destroy it? Yeah, what if you, like destroy it? I don't know. Is this just saying that, like, the canon ending is the, oh, we accept the theory and set off into space, and this is, like, in between, before we colonize galaxies, but after we've decided that toes are important? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but I guess you could kind of, you know, swing it from any of the endings. They could still be there. But alright, let's get into this. Oh, Golden Gate, huh? Already. Right at the start, and we can't even, like, see something. There's a purple gate of some kind through there. And I am, like, myself. I just look like 1K, yeah? Hasn't, like, changed in any way in this simulation. Instantly starting with the jumping, and now I'm probably permanently stuck. No, I can still get out. Yeah, this is what we signed up for. Jumping against walls and rocks. Okay. So we just, like, have levels right away? And this opens up eventually, maybe? Use computer. Welcome to the internal messaging system, version 0.4. User Sarabai. You have 3 unread messages. Can't access, not goodbye, cannot access. Okay. Not goodbye. Hypatia to Sarabai. I don't know what this is. I don't know why I'm writing, oh god. Okay. At least we can scroll up. Thank god we can do that instead of, like in Talos 1 where you couldn't. I don't know why I'm writing this. In all likelihood, you can't even read this, because so little of your consciousness... Yeah, so... Sarabai was the one that died in the... New Alexandria disaster, was it? But then who was Hypatia again? Like, is she still alive? Is that it? Like, oh, reunite them, as in... Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like, the one that was kind of destroyed there is the one we're trying to, like, resurrect, in that sense. While Hypatia is alive, but I don't know if I've met Hypatia in the base game, like, other than just, I remember them writing stuff in the UI, the social media, but yeah, not sure. Because so little of your consciousness is left, and what's left of your battery is dying. They say it's impossible to recover you, and the backups were all destroyed. I wish we'd backed ourselves up in New Jerusalem before we left, but space was so limited. Oh! And we would have had to wait so long. Except, of course, it's nothing compared to the empty years that stretch before me now. Wait, hold on, what? This text is a little hard to read, because it's like... It's got the scan lines, so it's like, it kind of makes my eyes hurt a bit trying to read this. But I'm not really sure what they're saying, but like, what do you mean backed ourselves up in New Jerusalem? Like, before New Alexandria? But then they say, but space was so limited, like, that was after the toe ending and, like, colonizing space? I don't know, I'm already quite confused. And, like, didn't she die a long time ago? So I'm really not sure what this is about. I don't have the words to express... By the way, I don't want any, like, help understanding the story or anything like that. However... if there is something from the base game that was said or done or whatever, feel free to remind me of stuff like that. That would be pretty helpful because, yeah, we played the base game for quite a while. And I definitely don't remember every interaction and, like, things that have been said. So yeah, if there's something with that, like, oh, that's just referring to the base game thing there, go nuts. That would be helpful. But other than that, I'll find out the story on my own, please and thank you. I don't have the words to express what you mean to me. I try to sum it all up, to say something elegant and beautiful and perfect, and I can't. Maybe it can't be said. Maybe it only exists as days and years live together, a sequence of moments bound together like a string of lights defying the darkness of the sky. I don't know. See? That was beautiful and elegant and perfect, wasn't it? All I know is that this is not goodbye. It may be the end of you, of us, of who I was, but I will not say goodbye. Love you forever, Hypatia. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna find out more about the two of them. What's down here? Just more levels? I thought that was a person. So yeah, I mean, this seems pretty simple. It's essentially just like one hub, not like a giant... Oh, QR code. It's not like a giant hub of hubs. It's more like just one hub, but maybe more extensive than a single hub. I guess we have to go there from elsewhere. Yeah, there may be a lot of secrets to find, but yeah, I guess I was kind of expecting like 10 episodes of just doing nonsense and talking to people. There's even sparks. Okay, confirmed we have sparks. That's good to know, because that means we can actually skip some levels if need be. What was that? What's like glitching out? I guess we are in a simulation after all, so I suppose that makes sense. Yes, just right here. Yeah, one spark.
If you get stuck, I've inserted some code that might help you bypass a few puzzles. It's not the most elegant work I've ever done, but it'll do the job.
So, why even do any puzzles if you can just insert code to skip all the puzzles, and we can still, like, complete the goal of saving Hypatia? Or Sarabai? Wouldn't that be fine? Just, like, bypass all of them. Just give me infinite sparks. You can do that with your little code. What's happening? It's, like, collapsing? I don't think anything is actually happening. It's just, like, a sound, I suppose. Oh! This is now officially an indie game. Our first Easter egg found. This looks nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to explore around quite a bit, but yeah, I expected, like, even more. Oh, I'm gonna have to do, like, tons of, you know, New Jerusalem stuff, like 10 episodes of just wandering around, exploring and talking to people and whatnot. So what's this QR code? Never surrender the idea that you could become more than you are now. There's always another chance to grow. Nephthys. Isn't that someone from Talos 1? I don't remember. I'm gonna check these. If there's gonna be a lot of QR codes, I'm gonna control check them to see if anything is sus. So one sec. Okay, there we go. Had to like back up a bit to get it to read, but yeah, this one is confirmed the same. But yeah, I guess maybe we should just go and do a puzzle. I do want to explore around more as well. Like, here's obviously something. Never mind, we're doing this. Some kind of secret or Easter egg? What is this, a Fallout shelter or something? 404? I'm not sure if that's a reference. Nice music so far. I assume I die if I fall down here, but maybe we should try it. If there's nothing more to see here anyway. Yeah, it seems like that's it. And I would very much imagine this is death. Yeah, okay. Too bad. Looking forward to the Oobing no-clip episode. Like 100 episodes from now. I mean, I guess maybe we'll do it like before we move on to the next DLC and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I guess let's get started and just try out a puzzle. So yeah, it definitely seems like there's some exploration and secrets and Easter eggs and stuff to find, but more focused on just the puzzles themselves, the gameplay. There's no greater joy than discovering something that you had never imagined. In that moment, you understand that the world is better than it seems. I guess? Yeah, sure. Oh man, these kind of don't want to be read because of all the, like, bleeding lines and stuff. My scanner is not really, like, picking them up easily. Okay, let's just do a quick check, like, around this first one. We gotta do that before we get into it. This looks promising. Oh, right, yeah, we've seen that before, that you can't stand on these. Okay, well. Yield. I do yield. We got inverters and connectors. And lasers already set up. Ah, I see, it's like fragments of Sarabai, I suppose. Okay. Yield, huh? And what does this one do? Huh? What? I don't even know what that's doing. If I stop this one? It does open, but then that doesn't help. Why did that, like, remain open for so long? It's, like, kind of close. I mean, already I'm kind of lost what this is talking about and, like, what this is even doing. I thought it was gonna, like, do something here. I guess it's just a connector, like a just... essentially just a way to block this off. But yeah, I am already confused. Ah, I'm not confused. I see. Yeah. Okay, this is kind of cool. I like this one because you have to connect these and connect both, because then the first line is gonna go and interrupt this connection, and then the second line is gonna have, like, a way through. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's cool, but it's puzzle 1 and it was already, like, a little tricky. First steps.
When I was born, the first thing I felt was that I was alone. Not that I was lonely, but that I was separate, singular. There was the world, and there was myself, a contained entity. And this sense of separation, of a distinct self, was delightful. Individuality itself was a source of constant joy and wonder. What could be more incredible than to be able to say, I am?
Okay, yeah.
We have the first fragment. Everything's looking good on our end.
Yeah, it's also, like... I mean, I guess not really spoilery. Like, obviously you're supposed to play the DLC after the base game, but the fact that Miranda's alive, but then again, if you didn't play the base game, you wouldn't know that she died, so that would be fine, I suppose. But yeah, I imagine you're supposed to, like, play the base game before you do any of the DLCs at all, and there's probably not very many people that would skip that. I could get up here. Hold on. I need to do this now. Yeah, like, I can stand there. Nice. First oob. Complete. Oh my god. Oh no, I'm slipping. I gotta try that again. Nice. Not much to do here. Nice. Okay, good. Nothing in there. Sweet. Oh, come on. Let me up here. I could almost break this level. Level 3 or whatever it was. Oh. Oh. Yes, I can. Nice. Love that. No! Shit! I don't want to be here! Help! Can I just walk out? Yeah, I can just walk out. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I might have to jump there a bit more later. I suppose I'll leave that for now. But that's fun. We got another oob right away. Oh, sure, I'll just read this. All systems compromised. Files recoverable. Peace. TTP. The Talos Principle? What is the TTP extension? God, Eternity, and Pain. Oh god, is this like... Is this a choice? That I have to, like, choose one? I don't know. I guess I want peace. I'm just gonna wait. Okay. Alright, looks like I can recover all of them. Peace, An Ethical Philosophy of Life by Felix Adler. User highlighted. It is upon those we love. Hold on, one sec. Oh, new menu. Nice. Yeah, I just wanted to check the text size. Whoa! Okay, yeah. This is gonna take a while to get used to. Okay, I just made it huge. That looks a little weird. I don't think I like that. What about... And yeah, normal is kind of too small, I feel. And it still has those, like, scan lines that make it hard to read. And I'm not a huge fan of this. Like, it's just kind of hard to see things. I get what they're going for, but it just doesn't look great to me trying to read this. It might also be some, like, TAA stuff. I remember trying to read TAA'd text on a terminal in Siberia 3, and it was also, like, really bad looking, and then I turned that off, and it was fine, but everything else looked terrible. So one sec. Yeah, I guess there's no way to actually disable TAA, especially when you're using a DLSS upscaling thing, so, well, never mind that. We'll just have to suffer with this. It is upon those we love that we must anchor ourselves spiritually in the last moments. The sense of interconnectedness with them stands out vividly by way of contrast at the very moment when our mortal connection with them is about to be dissolved. And the intertwining of our lives with theirs, the living in the life that is in them, is but a part of our living in the infinite manifold of the spiritual life. You lost me, dude. The thought of this as apprehended, not in terms of knowledge, but in immediate experience, begets the peace that passeth understanding. Okay, now you're just pretentious. And it is upon the bosom of that peace that we can pass safely out of the realm of time and space. Nah. I don't think so, buddy. Let's talk about God instead. And I might not even have time to read all of these. Maybe I should leave it off and do the second two next time. First series by Ralph Waldo Emerson. User highlighted. Thus are we put in training for a love which knows not sex, nor person, nor partiality, but which seeks virtue and wisdom everywhere, to the end of increasing virtue and wisdom. We are by nature observers, and thereby learners. That is our permanent state, but we are often made to feel that our affections are but tents of a night. Huh? Yeah, I'm not sure what that sentence means, exactly. Oh, like fleeting in that sense, yeah. Temporary. Though slowly and with pain, the objects of the affection change, as the objects of thought do. There are moments when the affections rule and absorb the man, and make his happiness dependent on a person or persons. But in health, the mind is presently seen again, its overarching vault, bright with galaxies of immutable lights, and the warm loves and fears that swept over us as clouds, must lose their finite character and blend with God to attain their own perfection. You lost me again! Is this what all of the logs are gonna be like? I sure hope not, because yeah, fuck this shit. It's so, like, word soupy that it's just, like, it just kind of screams pretentiousness to me. It also really doesn't help trying to read it on this awful font on this terminal that's making my head kind of hurt. Like, genuinely, I'm kind of getting a headache from trying to read this. And also having to read it out loud. Maybe just reading it to myself would be better so I could, like, actually understand it. But I don't think I'm missing that much profound beauty in these so far. So yeah, we'll see if they keep going at this rate. I just want to learn more about Sarabai. But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting start to this. I do like it. We got some oob, we got some Easter eggs, we got some exploration, we got some story, we got, like, all the aspects that I like. And one clever puzzle. Let's see how long the honeymoon period lasts before I'm, like, rudely awakened. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.